Yesterday, we got a scan showing off the two new characters that are coming to Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, which are Tapion and Android 13, as well as a bit of information about their moves and the Hero Coliseum. However, we didn't get the translations yesterday, so I took it upon myself to go ahead and translate the entire scan, and boy, it was difficult, but still, nonetheless, we have a translation. Now, before I even get into it, I do just want to state that, of course, this is coming from me and not from the general sources who usually translate the scans, so there could be some minor slip-ups, but for the most part, I do confidently believe that this translation is pretty accurate. But nonetheless, we're going to get right into it. It says, "This will be even more awesome. The newest additional DLC reports. With dramatic and unique abilities, these two movie characters can finally compete. Here are the details. Starting off with Tapion, he has Brave Sword Attack. In a blink of an eye, jump in and slash with a sword. He also has Brave Sword Slash, which says charge, then throw continuous slashes, and of course, Brave Flute, a technique to build a barrier while playing a flute." Now, we've seen all of this in action in previous games before, primarily Tenkaichi 2 and 3, because Brave Sword Attack seems to be the ending portion of what was his ultimate attack in the Tenkaichi series, where he would dash in, it would, kind of slow down time just for a little bit, and then by the blink of an eye, he's already slashed through the opponent. So that's what Brave Sword Attack seems to be. More than likely, that's going to be his ultimate attack, because that's what he used to try to finish off Hirudegarn. So I don't know. I would definitely like to see it in action, though. See how cinematic it could be. But moving on, we have Brave Sword Slash, which seems to be more so like Rakshasa's Claw, which is Janemba's move. But if I'm not mistaken, Brave Sword Slash is actually a pretty quick attack, but you do have the ability to charge it up. So I don't know if you charge it and then you're able to do more slashes, or if you just charge it and it increases the damage, or if it's just how the move just flows. You have to charge before you strike. But still, Brave Sword Slash is in the game. I just hope that it's faster than Rakshasa's Claw, because in the Tenkaichi series, it's a pretty fast attack. And then, of course, we get to Brave Flute, which is his barrier technique. Now, once again, this barrier is going to have attack frames. So if you activate the barrier, you're going to send your opponent flying, and it's going to deal some sort of damage. So you're pretty much protecting yourself while attacking the opponent at the same time. Now, I don't know if this is an evasive skill or a move, because if it was an evasive skill, that'd be awesome. But at the same time, Bojack has a similar move called Psycho Barrier, but the only difference with his is that he can input it, I believe, 3 to 4 times, expanding the barrier whilst still dealing damage. But still, Brave Flute seems to be the exact same thing, and I have absolutely no problem with that whatsoever. Moving on to Android 13, because there are actually two moves that I really want to get in depth about. So, of course, the first one is none other than SS Deadly Bomber. We all know how this move functions. It's been in plenty of Dragon Ball games. Fire a spherical air bullet, it can repeatedly track and stop. And then he also has Handy Cannon, which is a technique allowing you to shoot air bullets from your hands. And the last one being Data Input, which says automatically avoid regular attacks for a certain amount of time. Now, the first one I want to talk about is SS Deadly Bomber. I'm pretty sure that this is, actually no, I'm 100% certain that this is his ultimate attack. But the thing is, it says that it's able to repeatedly track and stop. Now, currently, the only way I see this thing working is more so along the lines of Spirit Ball. However, I'm guessing you have the ability to track and stop, in the sense of you send it out, if your opponent dodges out the way, you can stop it right there if you want, and then do another input and send it towards your opponent again. So I don't know if it's going to have like as many attempts to input as Spirit Ball does, or maybe if you do another input, it takes away from your key. I don't know. Like, it could be a very unique move, which is why I really want to see it in action, because it could potentially be a really, really good tracking move. But again, it's an ultimate attack, so I'd expect it to be, a solid attack, but I digress. Then we have the last move I really want to talk about, which is Data Input. Now, as I was translating this yesterday, it hit me. The description of the move says automatically avoid regular attacks for a certain amount of time. That move sounds exactly how after Image Strike functioned in the Raging Blast series, where you were able to dodge, well, at least in that case, any move for a certain amount of time. I see this being unfathomably broken online. Now, I mean, it's a cool addition, but I see this being super broken online. I'm hoping that I missed this translation, like I messed up somewhere. That's how bad I want this to not be a move where you can just dodge regular attacks, because if that's the case, and if you're able to teach it to your created character, this is going to be heavily abused. Now, I mean, there could be a way for it to be balanced, whereas, you know, if you do activate it, every time you dodge regular attacks, your stamina goes away, or maybe your ki goes away, then once it's depleted, then you can't avoid anymore. That'll be cool. But if it's just you activate it and right off the bat for a certain amount of time, you just dodge everything, I see that being extremely broken. So I don't know, but all in all, if it has some sort of balance to it, I'm down for it. Moving down, we get to the outfits coming to Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 DLC pack number 5. It shows new outfits. Outfits from Universe 2 and Universe 11 have appeared. Bribrian and Toppo's outfits from the tournament have appeared, with the Pride Trooper's costume and Toppo's beard. Universe 2's Magical Girl Warrior outfit, enjoy this exquisite fit. Again, not really much to say on this except for the fact that, once again, the outfits for the Pride Troopers, along with Toppo's beard, and again, unfortunately, Bribrian's outfit, they are coming to Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. Nothing more needs to be said about this, because at the end of the day, we're getting the outfits, people are gonna wear them, that's really all there is to it. Also, right next to it, you can see that the PS4 Deluxe Edition does come with DLCs 1 through 4 included on November 22nd. Now, again, this is based off of the Japanese translation. I don't know if in the States it's also going to release on November 22nd as well. But note that if any of you guys held off on Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, you don't really want to go and buy all of the DLC individually, you just want everything in one package, that's where the Deluxe Edition comes in. So if you buy that version of the game, you will get DLC packs 1 through 4 in that disc. However, I do just want to emphasize that DLC pack 5, and I mean, you know, potentially if there's any other DLC after this, those are not included in the season pass. So once again, DLC pack 5 and potentially onward, if there are more, you're going to have to pay for that DLC. And now we get to the bottom, which explains a bit more about the Hero Coliseum. But just remember that this scan is originally in Japanese, so it does read from right to left. So I'm gonna read it in that order so it makes the most sense to you guys. But anyways, it says, a mysterious facility brings changes to Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, a new trend in the heart of Kanton City, Hero Coliseum. Following the newsletter from the powerful developer Boma, you have been chosen to advertise. Are you excited? What? Universe 7 and Universe 6 are in another conflict. While battling in the city's gaming facility, you can fight with figures you collect. There's no mistake being excited for a new battle. Enjoy various intellectual battles by arranging figures on the board. So, like I said in the original video that I made before this is practically a board game in which you collect figures and fight your opponent in a 5v5 battle. I think this is unique. This is awesome. I really like this idea because it brings something completely new to the table. I really think that this can be an awesome mode in the sense that games where you collect and use items such as, we'll go with like Dokkan or Dragon Ball Heroes, are actually pretty popular right now, and they're bringing something similar to Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 in the form of the Hero Coliseum. Because me personally, I wouldn't mind grinding to, you know, get a certain figure that I could use in another game mode in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 to body my opponent. I think that's freaking awesome. Although one thing that I do hope is that this is, you know, online, because I mean, for all you know, it could just be like you against NPCs, which would suck, but I'm pretty sure that there is going to be an online portion of this mode, which would be awesome because I can see this being something. Honestly, I really do see this being something from the sheer fact that both Dokkan and Heroes are similar games and they both do very well respectively. So I'm actually really excited for the Hero Coliseum and I can't wait to get my hands on it. But all in all, that is everything that has been covered in this scan. Again, guys, this is my first time translating something of this caliber. So for all you know, I could have made slight errors here and there, but again, I highly doubt that it's big enough for it to really make a gigantic impact. But still, I did translate the skin. This is everything that it shows on there. From what it's showing, I'm actually pretty freaking excited for this DLC, on top of getting, again, 2 other characters besides Tapion and 13, which are Buhan and Deborah, though I am personally much more excited for this portion of the DLC. But anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comment section below. But I'm Ndukauba, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.